This is the field I helped transplant earlier this year. Sometime in June, I think. It was a bit of a late transplant, but we got this out. And this is Naoko Sensei's fields. Naoko Sensei is the lady who has been bringing flowers every week. We're going to cut down the rice to dry them. The problem is we don't know how to do it because she's never done it. She was a music teacher, she was never a farmer. So we're going to get some help teach us how to harvest the rice for the dryer. Oh.
Okay. Yosh. 私九州だけど、私の母親も農家だったって言ってたわ。大学で勉強してね、三重大学のね、林業科の大学の先生。
So let me just explain what we are doing. We are cutting down the rice. I should just show you, okay? So this is straw from last year. Someone, we're not sure who, spent time tying them nicely up. I think it's about 6 strands of rice bound together like this. Place it on the ground. One, two, three. That's one. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 2 bunches so far. 1, 2, 3. 3 bunches. 1, 2, 3. Normally 3, but this one's 4 because there's too few strands there. So 4. The character for rice, by the way, kome, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With 4 of the strands on the side. Maybe that's because you put 4 together, I'm not sure. So that's 4. And then, yeah, you tighten this really tight. You twist it around. Twist it like this. And then you put this inside here. And you're done.
コーヒー牛乳と
ありがとうございます。
パンも持ってきたパンも。
Okay.
パンね、焼いたんよ。
Okay, we're going to stop here because the area there is really muddy, so we can't go in easily. Bring out too much mud. The mud is quite precious, so we don't want to get rid of don't want to waste too much of the mud outside. So we're going to take all this rice to the guardrail, hang them on the guardrail because we don't want to make the wooden posts here. It's too much work. All these posts here are for the drying of rice, but it takes time to put them up. So we're going to just put the rice on the fence and the guardrails.
5も5あれ崩れてくる大丈夫もっと後ろにはい5よいしょ1本1本
Alrighty, and now it's 4:30, so I've been here for well over 6-7 hours trying to harvest rice. We are about 1/3 way done. We have cut off the rice, tied them in the bundles, and we moved them up here. We hung them on the guardrail. They're supposed to be like wooden stakes, like wooden poles you put on the ground, but we didn't have time to do that, so they were the guardrails anyway, so we placed them here to dry. The rice has to be properly dried before further processed, so the next step for them is to go into a dryer. Traditionally, of course, there was no dryer, but that meant that your rice would go moldy after a while. So to make sure it doesn't grow moldy, you're going to use modern techniques, the machine, to dehydrate all the rice further after this. It'll be raining over the next few days, so it's okay if they get wet. It doesn't matter if the rice gets wet, it's drying like this anyway. So the next step is the dryer, then they have to be shaken out, so the husk and the seeds and the stalk will be separated. The stalks will be used for weaving shoes. We'll be using them to make a beehive blanket. I'll be using them to fertilize the grounds, so they'll not be wasted. And the rice husk, once it has been dehusked, the husk will be used to store onions, potatoes. If you store food in husks, like root vegetables in husks, the husk keeps the root vegetable dry over winter, and that helps to prevent mold also. You can also then, the next step is you dehusk the rice further. What do you call that? There's another layer that you get rid of, and once you have that layer, there's the rice husk, and you remove the husk first. Then there's the rice itself, and you grind the rice down from brown rice to white rice. The part that's ground off, it's used as nuka. Nuka is for rice bran. The rice bran is oily. It's used to ferment foods with. So vegetables, for example, you put them into nuka, it will extract some of the water of the vegetables, like cucumbers for example, and the cucumber becomes very cucumbery. The taste is enhanced. So nothing of the rice will be wasted. We'll be using all parts of it. And I'm not sure if I can show you the next part, which is drying the rice, because I'll be busy. And Naoko Sensei's son-in-law will be doing it with machine. So if I manage to film it, I'll film it. If not, then you'll see the end product used in Ryunohara. So that's organic rice for you. We planted this with no pesticides and no fertilizers at all. It's all 100% natural, so that's the rice we have got. And with that, I have to say goodbye. See you next week.
So furry, Umi. So furry. So furry, Murray. Yeah, you dirty. Yeah.